How many minutes of actual football do you think you watch in a 90-minute match? 70, 65? No. Between 48 and 52 minutes. That's it. Nearly half of every match evaporates into endless walks, goalkeepers cuddling the ball, strategic injuries, and substitutions turned into theater. And FIFA has known about this for decades. But at World Cup 2026, kicking off on June 11th across the United States, Mexico, and Canada, something is going to change. 5 new rules that promise to transform football forever. Or so they say. Let's start with the most visible one. The goalkeeper can no longer hold the ball in his hands for an eternity. From World Cup 2026 onwards, he gets 8 seconds, not 6, which was the old rule that nobody followed and nobody enforced. 8. And the referee is going to count the final 5 with his hand raised in the air like a countdown announcer. If the goalkeeper doesn't release the ball, the opposition gets a corner, not an indirect free kick taken in the middle of the pitch that nobody cares about. A corner. Suddenly, clinging onto the ball in the 89th minute has a real price. EFAB found evidence of goalkeepers holding the ball for up to 25 seconds. 25 in a competitive match. That ends now. But it doesn't stop there. Throw-ins and goal kicks now have their own clock too. 5 seconds to restart from the moment the referee detects a deliberate delay. If the player doesn't throw it in, the ball goes to the other team. If the goalkeeper doesn't play the goal kick, corner. Wait, and who decides whether there's a deliberate delay? The referee. And that's where the debate begins. Because if football has proved anything over the last 30 years, it's that giving referees more discretionary decisions can be a double-edged sword. Then comes the substitution. The player coming off has 10 seconds to leave the pitch once the 4th official raises the board. If he goes over, his replacement can't come on until the next stoppage after a minute of play. His team plays with 10 men, 1 down, 60 seconds at a numerical disadvantage because a player chose to stroll off the pitch like he was on a Sunday walk. Are they going to enforce that in a World Cup semifinal? In the 89th minute with the score at 1-0? That I want to see. And VAR gets expanded. It can now intervene in cases of mistaken identity, clearly incorrect second yellows that led to a red card, and incorrectly awarded corner kicks. On top of that, if there's a clear foul inside the box before a corner or free kick that directly influenced the subsequent goal, VAR can recommend it for review. More power for VAR at the biggest tournament on the planet, with 48 nations, 104 matches, and maximum pressure on every call. Pierluigi Collina, FIFA's head of refereeing, summed it up. We want to clean up the game as much as possible. Will it work? The 8-second goalkeeper rule was already trialed last season, and Collina admitted that barely any corners were awarded for violations. That can be read 2 ways. Either goalkeepers adapted quickly, or referees still aren't applying it with any real rigor. But this is the World Cup, the biggest stage on earth, with Messi playing what is likely his final group stage, with Mbappé chasing his 2nd title, with Brazil desperate to end a 24-year drought. Every second matters. Every corner can change a story. Football has spent decades promising more play and less theater. In June, we'll finally see if it means it. Am I wrong to think the teams that win this World Cup will be exactly the ones who figure out how to exploit these new rules best? Tell me below.